Hello everyone and welcome back to Crypto Atlas. In this episode, I'm going to talk about Civic, aka CVC, as well as Orchid, aka OXT. If you guys are new to the channel, do not forget to hit subscribe, hit the thumbs up, like button. It's greatly appreciated. Click the bell icon so you know whenever we have a new video. And feel free to let us know in the comments what you guys think about everything going on with these cryptos. So here's the thing. I tried looking up to see what was going on with CVC. Was there any major news, anything like that? I couldn't find anything. So I also don't have any major news going on with Orchid. So this is basically just going to be a TA-based video. Closest thing that I saw with CVC is somebody said that they noticed like a person bought, I don't know, like $185,000 worth of Civic, which in the broad retrospect of things, it's like, is it a lot of money? It's like, yeah, but also, I mean, you go look at something like Bitcoin here, just to give you guys an example. Everything you see on the right is at least $100,000. Every single one of these as at least $100,000. So one individual one to do that isn't really anything to write home about. Okay, so here's where we're at with Civic right now. You guys can actually see it is resting quite beautifully, might I add, on the Fibonacci sequence here at 70 cents. Okay, it did rise up a little bit higher here, pushed all the way up to as of a high for today at 78 cents before retracing back down, but breaking above that previous level that we saw on February 13th. If this decides that it wants to have a further continued rally, we could see it pushing towards the next level on the Fibonacci sequence. But first off, psychologically, it is going to be aiming for $1. Beyond $1, we're then going to see at $1.08. This is a large establishment as we have quite a bit of consolidation that took place more or less from back around November 9th, 10th period onwards until we saw it break out finally right around February 5th, going into the next segmented sequence for the Fibonacci sequence here. You guys can also see that volume has been quite lackluster, and then this massive spike that just took place. So if there was an individual that stepped in, dropping a little bit more money, then that could have caused a little bit more of a rally push with everyone else following afterwards. RSI is in the overbought territory, but I wouldn't worry too much about that, guys, as we are looking like we're in a bull market right now. Ethereum just hit its all-time high. Bitcoin is making a push, getting very close to passing its all-time high again as well. A lot of other altcoins are starting to make a big buzz. The Bitcoin dominance has dropped down a bit, so it's suggesting we might be seeing an altcoin season starting to boom a little bit there too. So there's a lot of indicators that are going on with this stuff. By the way, guys, I'm not a financial advisor, so please do not ask me directly what you guys should or should not invest in. And I am bullish on this though. So as of the moment with Civic, the fact that we're still above the 21 EMA, things are looking quite good. Oh, I know what the other thing I was going to say is that I have separate videos. So if you guys want to check out my videos where I talk about Bitcoin and Ethereum, I got a video on that. I also do a playthrough series of a cryptocurrency video game called Decentraland. If you guys want to check that out, I also have that on this channel. All right, so Civic, if it decides it wants to go down, we're going to see a level of support here at 57 cents. Below 57 cents, the 21 EMA is going to be approximately around 50 cents, which would make sense psychologically as well. That's looking to be right around for tomorrow, okay? Further level drop down below that is going to be at 46 cents or 0.465. The technical radars are suggesting a buy, and as I mentioned, overall, I personally am still bullish on this. And although we are in such a green candle from yesterday, we're already seeing a bit of a selling pressure starting to take place now. So once this settles, especially depending where it settles for the daily candle closure, if it stays above this Fibonacci sequence right here at the 70-cent range, then I think there's a good chance we could actually see another green candle. If it decides to not end up doing that, then we might see a little bit more of a pullback here. Typically, I see around 3/4 or so as a baseline for what I've been noticing when we see these pullbacks for cryptocurrencies off of large candles. You could have a total invalidation take place too, right? But, you know, I see things like, for example, you might have one day that's dropped down a little bit here, another day that drops down a little bit, and then all of a sudden the third day is the one that makes the full sequence get totally canceled out. If Bitcoin, Ethereum, and other things are making good rallies, then, you know, this is more than likely going to hold its ground. And like I said, Ethereum is hitting its all-time high, just past its all-time high. So things are looking good. Things are looking good. We might have a little bit of selling pressure, but overall, I think this is still looking very prime towards heading towards that $1 region zone. Now let's go ahead and go take a look at what's going on with not Ethereum, with Orkin. Looking at Orchid, we have a green candle so far for the day, another major push up that was rejected at 78 cents. So there's massive suppression going on with this, guys, especially around the 74-cent range. For whatever reason, they really, really want to try and keep this down. So I think the best case scenario for Orchid right now is if it can get a daily candle closure that is above 74 cents. That will be absolutely wonderful. The last time that we had that happen was back over here, and you guys can see with that ended up rallying even harder, and that's when we were really making that push going towards the $1 region zone. So as it is right now, got the rejection right here. It is currently below. We still have some time left in the day. It's starting to make a little tiny bit of a push. As you guys can see here, I'm going to go ahead and swap over to the 15-minute on the charts there. And if it can manage to rally itself up just a little bit more for the day, then we could end up looking very good for over on the weekend. Somebody had mentioned over on Twitter, they said that historically, if we have a long weekend, because we do have the holiday going on right now with this, that it's actually worked out pretty well for Orchid in the past. I don't think that's a great indicator per se, and I also don't know if it's 100% true, to be honest with you, but it's something for food for thought, and maybe it will work out a little bit better. We are still above the 21 EMA here, which is looking absolutely wonderful. If this decides it wants to drop down more, we have 68 cents as a level of support. Below that is going to be at 67 cents approximately. And then a further level drop down below the 21 EMA, which would enter into suggesting that we are now in a bear market. If 3 days primarily indicates itself with that, then we'd be looking at 58 cents, okay? So I don't personally think we're aiming in that direction. I think we are now getting very, very much secured in the position of support here on the prime directive going towards the $1 region zone. So things are looking good. Now, if we can manage to break above that level zone, then 80 cents is going to be our next target. Above that is going to be 82 cents. Above that is going to be 92. Then the $1 zone, breaking above $1. We got $1.50 psychologically, and that's actually lined up pretty close with the Fibonacci sequence as well. Volume kicking up just a tiny bit right here, but you guys can still see it's nothing in comparison to like what we've been seeing some of these other major candles, and these things just kind of come out of nowhere. Technical radar is suggesting buy. RSI is a little bit above the median zone. So overall things are still looking like it's got plenty of room to grow and to make a decision. It is getting closer and closer to this 21 EMA, which makes me a little bit nervous, but I think that we are starting to get towards the scraping of the bottom of the barrel of these sell walls that keep taking place every time we try and pass above this, right? Once we secure that, we make a run. Hopefully there's not a lot more sell walls that are going on there. Another thing that I think would be interesting to note is that we actually had, well, not we, but Orchid had released tokens to its investors initially. And a lot of these people that got in with the SAFT, I think it was around 75 cents that was a price target for some of these people that got in, right? So if we're seeing a lot of selling pressure going on right around the 75-cent range, could be some of those weak hands. Could be some of those people that were like, hey, I got in early and like I just want to cash out on this now for whatever reason, either partially or fully or whatever, right? So if that's taking place, then that would make a lot of sense with things as far as how many new coins are being produced. We're already reaching that point where it's like we're basically done, right? The sequence, they're still going to release some from time to time, but it's nowhere near as much as what we were having towards the end of fourth quarter last year. So overall, I'm still bullish on Orchid. If it does drop below that 21 EMA, then things start to shift a little bit, right? That point of view for these things, we're starting to go more towards a bear market. So I'm concerned right now with the 21 EMA where it's positioned, but overall things are looking good. Would love to see a daily candle closure above 74 cents. All right, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up the video there, guys. I do have referral links in the description for a bunch of different things. If you want to earn free crypto, you can use my referral links for Coinbase, for Gemini, as well as for BlockFi. As an affiliate with BlockFi, you can actually earn up, as I am an affiliate and using my affiliate link, you can earn up to bonus $250 of cryptocurrencies using that affiliate link. And if you want to do stuff with stocks, I got referral links for Webull as well as Robinhood. Let me know in the comments how you guys feel about these cryptos, if you're bullish or bearish, if there's any news I may have missed, what your price targets are, all that kind of good stuff. Thank you guys so much for being here, being a part of this community. You guys are awesome. I'll have separate videos up for the day as well on this channel, and I will see you guys in the next episode.